Hello guys, I'm Timothy Earl with Baseball Talk with the Earl Brothers, and today we got the recap for the final day of March 31st. We had, I think, all but two teams in action yesterday, which I believe was Kansas City and Minnesota. So pretty much a full-on card for yesterday. And we'll go ahead and recap all of the different performances, who was good, who was bad, the big offense, the good pitchers, all the good stuff. Before we jump into it, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. We appreciate all the support. Check out all links in the description below: YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram. All of it linked down below. And we are still one subscriber away from 100. We're at 99. So if one person can go ahead and subscribe for us, take one of your extra accounts, whatever it may be. We're hoping to hit 100 subscribers by the next time I do one of these videos. So if you guys can do that, greatly appreciate it. Let's jump into this, and we'll start off in Baltimore, where the Texas Rangers, after losing opening day, have rattled off 4 straight wins. They win this one 8-5 against Orioles. In what was a pretty good offensive game. We look at the starting pitchers in this one. Jacob deGrom went for the Rangers, and 3 earned runs, 6 hits, 4 2/3 innings pitched, 7 strikeouts, and no walks. So at least his control was still there, but didn't look like vintage Jacob deGrom. On the opposite side, Zach Eflin went 3 2/3, allowing 1 earned run, 4 hits, and 7 strikeouts and 2 walks. He struck out 7 out of the 11 batters that he saw, or 11 batters that he got out. So that's quite impressive from him. But at the end of the day, the bullpen did not help. We started the scoring in the top of the 3rd with an Ezekiel Duran solo shot. And then former teammates, Pete Alonso hits a home run off of Jacob deGrom in the bottom of the 4th to tie up the game. That's his first home run as a Baltimore Oriole. Wyatt Langford with a RBI triple in the top of the 5th, and then Seager with an RBI single that scored him, made it a 3-1 game. Gunnar Henderson with a 2-run double in the bottom half of the 5th. That made it 3-3. Another New York Met in this game, Brandon Nimmo, RBI single, which made it a 4-3 game. Danny Jansen with a 3-run shot in the top of the 7th for the Rangers, made it a 7-3 game. Corey Seager was back for more with his second home run of the year. That was a solo shot, made it 8-3. The Orioles tried to come back a little bit in the bottom of the 9th with a 2-run double from Taylor Ward. Unfortunately for them, it was not good enough. The Texas Rangers take this one 8-5. We go to the next game, which the Marlins are in first place in the National League East. Did not expect me to be saying that one. With their 9-2 win against the Chicago White Sox. Granted, let's just be careful for a minute. Miami Marlins have played Colorado and the White Sox, so let's not jump to any conclusions. But a 9-2 win for them. They looked really nice. Pitching in this one, Eric Fetty pitched for the White Sox. He allowed 3 earned runs, 6 hits, 5 innings pitched, 4 strikeouts and a walk. On the opposite side for the Marlins, they had Junk going, and he allowed 2 earned runs, 5 hits, and 4 1/3, 5 strikeouts and a walk. The rest of the game, the last 4 2/3 innings, no runs, no hits, 1 walk, and 8 strikeouts for the Miami Marlins pitching, and that ultimately kind of built them up enough to win that game. Munetaka Murakami with an RBI single in the top of the 3rd, along with Andrew Benintendi with an RBI single in the top of the 3rd, and that would be the only 2 runs that the White Sox would score. And then came the barrage that was the Miami Marlins offense. Liam Hicks with a 2-run double tied up the game. Owen Casey with a RBI single gave them a 3-2 lead. Humberto Hernandez with the RBI single gave them a 4-2 lead. Graham Pauley with a sac bunt gave them a 5-2 lead. Jacob Marcy with a sac fly, gave him a 6-2 lead, a 7-2 lead after a sac fly from Owen Casey. Griffin Conine ends up getting his first home run of the year. That was a 2-run shot in the 8th. That made it a 9-2 game. And what was just a kind of just a blowout for this Miami Marlins team. They look good to start off the year. Miami's now 4-1. The White Sox sitting at 1-4. By the way, Texas Rangers 4-1. Orioles 3-2. We head to the next one, which is the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Cincinnati Reds. Pirates 8, Reds 3. Of course, I clicked on the wrong game, so that's fun. And it was kind of over early. 5 runs in the second inning for Pittsburgh. Bubba Chandler pitched in this one. He allowed no runs, no hits in 4 1/3 innings pitched. 6 strikeouts, 6 walks. It's kind of a high walk number, but at least no hits. That works. But he's got to be careful with that. Williamson pitched on the opposite side. 6 earned runs, 6 hits, 4 2/3 innings pitched. 3 strikeouts, and 2 walks. Just a rough start for him. That all came in most of that came in the second inning, with a Nick York sac fly that made it a 1-0, a 3-run shot for Ryan O'Hearn, and then Brian Reynolds with the solo shot. That was back-to-back homers in the second inning. That made it a 5-0 lead for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Brian Hayes had an RBI on a fielding error, so that was made it 5-1. O'Neal Cruz with his first home run of the year. That made it 6-1. Elliot De La Cruz goes, I want to do that too. So he hits a home run in the bottom of the 8th. Sal Stewart wants to get involved in the action, so he goes, I'm going to hit a home run too. And he does, 6-3. O'Neal Cruz goes, all right, I see you guys both hit solo shots. I'm going to match that with a 2-run shot of my own and my second home run of the game. So O'Neal Cruz hits another homer in the top of the 9th. Game finishes 8-3. Pittsburgh with their second win of the year. They're now 2-3. Cincinnati with their second loss of the year. They're now 3-2. A much needed bounce back spot for the Philadelphia Phillies in the next one. They win that one 3-2. And what was more of a pitcher's duel than they probably were hoping for. The Nationals went to a opener, which was Paulin. He went an inning, allowing no earned runs, no hits, no walks, a strikeout. Then Littell came in for 5 innings, 3 earned runs, 6 hits, 5 innings pitched, 1 strikeout, and 2 walks. So he did not have the greatest of games, and that ultimately was everything there. Andrew Painter made his first career appearance in the major leagues. 1 earned run, 4 hits, 5 1/3 innings pitched, 8 strikeouts, and a walk. So he looked good in his opening start of his career. How did the scoring come about? A run in back-to-back innings in the 3rd, 4th, and 5th for the Phillies included a Kyle Schwarber home run, his second of the year. Adolis Garcia, his first home run as a Philly. Bryce Harper involved in a fielding error that scored the 3rd run in the 5th. For the opposite side, Dylan Lyle with an RBI single in the 6th, and James Wood with an RBI double in the 7th. That would be all the scoring in this one, as the Philadelphia Phillies bounced back after their ugly 13-2 loss yesterday. They are now 2-3. Washington Nationals still 3-2 on the season. We head back to over the border, where we get the Toronto Blue Jays looking to bounce back after their ugly loss. That was 14-5 yesterday. And they did. They won 5-1 in this one against the Colorado Rockies. Rockies had Feltner on the mound, which Feltner looked good, although he only pitched 3 innings with 1 hit and 4 strikeouts and a walk. So anything crazy there. But I think, hey, 3 solid innings for him. And then on the opposite side, you had the Blue Jays had Max Scherzer going 6 innings of 1 earned run, 4 hits, 4 strikeouts, and a walk. Granted, once again, it is Colorado. How did the scoring happen in this game? Jesus Sanchez with an RBI single in the 5th, matched with a RBI walk for Vladdy. Also in the 5th inning, they would score 2 runs in that one. The 1 run for the Colorado Rockies came on a Hunter Goodman home run, his first of the season, which cut the lead down in half. And that's as close as it would get. A 3-run bottom of the 7th for the Toronto Blue Jays would end up sealing the deal, including a Kazuma Okamoto RBI single, a RBI single from Nathan Lukes, and a RBI double from Ernie Clement. So ultimately just was a solid pitching game for the Toronto Blue Jays. They got enough offense to get it done. 5-1. Blue Jays to 4-1 on the season. Colorado down to 1-4. But after yesterday, we can say that every team has lost a game. Also, every team has won a game because the Athletics were able to get a 5-2 win against the Atlanta Braves, which a first win of the season for the Athletics. Good for them. Savali pitched for them. He went 5 innings, 2 earned runs, 4 hits, 3 strikeouts, and a walk. On the opposite side for the Atlanta Braves, they had Suarez going, who allowed 4 earned runs, 5 hits in 3 2/3, 6 strikeouts, and 3 walks. So ultimately, it was an okay pitching game. Drake Baldwin with his 3rd home run of the year in the bottom of the 1st. He's off to a really nice start to the season, which includes him hitting, 263, but an OPS of 1101. He's looked quite solid. Andy Ibanez gets the scoring started for the Athletics in the top of the 2nd with an RBI single, capped off by a 2-run double from Jacob Wilson. That was a 3-run 2nd inning. Andy Ibanez is back for more as he hits an RBI single in the top of the 4th to get a run in. And Shea Bangdeliers, now we're 5 games into the season, he has 4 home runs. And I'm kind of happy with that because if you guys watch the Bold Takes, do I still have the Bold Takes banners up? I still have the Bold Takes banners up. That was for the Athletics. My Bold Take was Shea Langdeliers lead catchers and home runs, so happy with that so far. He's got 4 on the year. I believe that is leading the league, and I believe the closest person behind him is Drake Baldwin. So Shea Bangdeliers, keep doing your thing. I love to see it. Ronald Acuna Jr. with a sac fly in the 5th inning, and that would end up being all the scoring. Athletics 5, Braves 2. Oakland gets their first win of the year. They're now 1-4. Atlanta drops to 3-2. We move on, and I'm genuinely concerned for the Chicago Cubs. I don't know what's going on with them. They get shut out against the Angels, and it's Soriano. It's Soriano. That's back-to-back really good starts for Soriano. He allowed 2 hits in 6 innings, 4 strikeouts, and 2 walks. He could be really good. Watch out for him possibly being an all-star from the Angels if he keeps this up. He's been fantastic. Jameson Taillon also had a solid game. 2 hits and 4 2/3, 3 strikeouts, 4 walks. Get those walks numbered down, and he'll be even better to go. Offense in this one, 2-run single by Logan O'Hoppe in the 6th inning. That's it. That is all the scoring in the game. A very well-pitched game. Only 4 hits for the Chicago Cubs. A lineup that I thought was going to be a whole lot better. They have not been that great this year. So we're the only guy that's kind of hitting is Amaya, which is their catcher. So a little bit concerned there. But Angels 2, Cubs 0. Happy to see the Angels back in the win column. We keep on rolling. We got the Tampa Bay Rays and the Milwaukee Brewers. Brewers back on their winning ways. They win 6-2 over the Rays. You had Shane McClanahan making his first start of the season. And first start in years. So that's really good to see. That's really good to see him getting some work in now after the injury. 2 earned runs, 2 hits, 4 2/3, 4 strikeouts, and 3 walks. On the opposite side, I clicked off the page. I'm an idiot. On the opposite side for the Brewers included Brandon Woodruff. Woodruff in this game went 2 earned runs, 4 hits in 5 innings, 6 strikeouts, no walks. He was solid enough to get the job done. Scoring in this game, Jonathan Aranda with his second home run of the year makes a 1-0 lead for Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay would end up taking a 2-0 lead on a Nick Fortes home run in the fifth, and they go, all right, that's all the scoring we need. Unfortunately for the Rays, that's not on all the scoring that they needed because a 3-run single with some errors and a missed catch error, an ugly play, end up making it a 3-2 game for Milwaukee. Gary Sanchez with his second home run of the year gives them a 4-2 lead. Brandon Lockridge gives them a 5-2 lead with an RBI double. Jake Bowers continues to tag it on in the bottom of the eighth with a solo shot. 6-2 Brewers in this one. Tampa Bay drops back down to 2-3. The first place Milwaukee Brewers is for 4-1. In a very disappointing game, the Cardinals beat the Mets 3-0. Just a kind of a pitcher's duel until it was kind of a decent pitcher's duel. Kodai Senga didn't look horrible. He went 6 innings, 2 runs, 4 hits, 9 strikeouts, 3 walks, which would normally be good if offense could ever do anything. Andre Palante went 5 shutout innings for the Cardinals, 3 hits, 3 strikeouts, 3 walks. The rest of the game from the bullpen, 4 innings, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. They completely shut down the Mets in that game. Offense was just Ivan Herrera with a 2-run double in the third and a solo shot from Ramon Urias in the seventh. 3-0 Cardinals, and they head to a rubber match today. Mets still 3-2. Cardinals also 3-2. My concerns are continuing to go up because the Red Sox are not looking great. Astros 9, Red Sox 2. Now, Brian Balow pitched today for the Red Sox. He went 4 2/3 innings, allowing 5 earned runs, 6 hits, 2 strikeouts, and 3 walks. Not great. Hunter Brown looks solid. 1 earned run, 6 innings pitched, 1 hit, 8 strikeouts, and 2 walks. That is the Hunter Brown that I'm expecting to see throughout the season. So I expect to see him pitch really, really well. Obviously, I think he's a Cy Young pitcher. So he looked good and completely shut down the Red Sox. Still, Red Sox not looking great. Yordan Alvarez with an RBI double in the bottom of the first. Christian Walker, 2-run single in the bottom of the third. Colton Wong gets the Boston Red Sox on the board with an RBI double in the fifth. Yordan ends up hitting his 3rd home run of the year in the fifth. Loper Fido also in an RBI single in the fifth. A pass ball or a stolen base and a throwing error ends up scoring a run. Makes it 6-1. Carlos Correa with a 2-run single makes it 8-1. Cam Smith with a solo home run makes it 9-1. Rafaela in the top of the 8th solo shot makes it 9-2, but that game was already too far gone for the Red Sox. Astros 9, Red Sox 2. Astros up to 4-2 on the year, 4-0 since starting 0-2. And the Red Sox, since winning opening day, have lost 4 straight. Not great start for them, but there's still plenty of time, and they've played the Cincinnati Reds and the Houston Astros. I'm not overly concerned for that. 4 games left on today's card. The Detroit Tigers and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Diamondbacks 7, Detroit 5. The Tigers are starting to struggle a little bit after starting off the year 2-0. They've lost 3 in a row. Pitching today for them was Casey Mize. He was not the problem. 1 earned run, 4 hits in 6 innings, 9 strikeouts, 2 walks. He looked great. The bullpen ended up giving up 6 runs in 2 innings. That's definitely 6 runs in 1 inning, I should say, which is definitely not ideal. On the opposite side, the Arizona Diamondbacks had P. Fatty in there, who was not great. 5 earned runs in 6 hits in 6 innings, 3 strikeouts, 1 walk. Luckily for him, the bullpen completely shut down everything else. 6 strikeouts and a walk, no hits, no runs for the Arizona bullpen yesterday, and that ended up helping. Detroit was up 5-0 after the third. Jake Rogers, RBI double. Kevin McGonigal, RBI single. Riley Green, RBI 2-run double. Kerry Carpenter RBI single, which that was all in one inning. And then they go, all right, we're good. Arizona attacks 1-on in the bottom of the fourth with a solo shot from Jose Fernandez. And then the eighth inning came. And this was the 6th-run, 8th inning. Corbin Carroll, RBI double. Gabriel Moreno, a force out. Corbin Carroll was a 2-run double. Moreno forced out that scored a run. Jose Fernandez with his second home run of the game. And that one was a 3-run bomb that gave them the lead. So Jose Fernandez, MVP of this game, ends up tacking on. He had 4 RBIs in this game and 2 home runs. Really looking good. In that game, 7-5 Diamondbacks. Diamondbacks, after losing the first 3 to the Dodgers, have taken the first 2 from the Tigers. Tigers have dropped to 2 and 3. We get a series that evened up yesterday as well between 2 of the top AL contenders. Yankees 5, Mariners 0. And this is a game where you had Max Fried going for the Yankees. He looked awesome. 7 innings, 3 hits, no earned runs, 6 strikeouts, 1 walk. He has not allowed a run this entire season so far, and that's back-to-back starts. Both of them on the road, very impressive. Granted, both of them in pitcher ballparks, but still, I believe that's 13 1/3 innings pitched of no earned runs. Looks solid. Mariners had Gilbert on the mound, who did not look good. 5 earned runs in 5 1/3, 7 hits, 6 strikeouts, and 3 walks. Not particularly great. How did the scoring happen? Ben Arose with an RBI double in the first inning. Giancarlo Stanton, an RBI single that scored him, made it 2-0. A stolen base and a throwing error ended up being able to score Trent Grisham in the 6th. That ended up being a 3-0 game. Giancarlo Stanton, RBI double. Also in the 6th, made it a 4-0 game. Jazz Chisholm Jr. right after that with an RBI single. Made it a 5-0 game. That was all the scoring in this one. Just a really well-pitched game by the Yankees. And the Yankees continue to have really good pitching this year. I believe they've allowed 3 runs in 5 games as they advance to 4-1 on the season. Seattle 3-3. There was a reason why I put the Yankees at number 3 in my power rankings, although I had Seattle ahead of them. Series is even, so we'll see tonight with the final game. Giants and the Padres is up next. Giants 9, Padres 3. The Giants offense is finally coming alive. Granted, it's against a Padres team that I was not super high on to start the year, so makes sense. Marquez for San Diego, 4 earned runs, 8 hits in 3 innings, so not great. 1 strikeout, 1 walk. Just did not look good. On the opposite side, Logan Webb, not really a bounce back, but like 6 innings, 3 earned runs, 3 hits, 5 strikeouts, 4 walks. Those 3 runs came in 1 inning, so it is what it is. Scoring started with Willie Adames with a solo shot, makes it 1-0. Jung-Ho Lee makes it 3-0 San Fran. And Matt Chapman in the 3rd mixes in a solo shot, and makes it 4-0. Bottom of the 3rd is where all of the runs for San Diego came in. Jackson Merrill with an RBI single, makes it 4-1. Xander Bogaerts grounds out, makes it 4-2. And Miguel Andujar singles, which makes it 4-3. And then more offense. Willie Adames, 2-run single, RBI single in the 6th. Heliot Ramos with a 2-run single in right after that. A sac fly for Luis Ariz makes it 8-3. Head to the 9th. Jung-Ho Lee, a RBI single, makes it 9-3. And that would end up being the final score in this one. Giants, after getting swept the opening series, back to 2-3 on the season. San Diego still can't find their footing. They are now 1-2 and looking to avoid the sweep versus San Fran at home. We head to the final game, which even though the Dodgers are 4-1 this year, they don't look great doing it. And we'll explain in a minute. Although, yes, they looked fine today. They looked fine in this game. 4-1 win. Guardians had Bybee on the mound, 1 earned run, 4 hits in 4 innings, 4 strikeouts, 2 walks. He looked good. especially against the Dodgers team. And then they had two pitchers in the bullpen go 4 innings. So good to kind of save the bullpen. Ohtani pitched for the Dodgers, 6 innings, 1 hit, no earned runs, 6 strikeouts, and 3 walks. 6 shutout innings. So just go ahead, sign up Ohtani for the MVP. Even though he's only hitting 200 this year, still doesn't have a homer yet. But he'll get there. A 655 OPS for Ohtani. 549 for Tucker. 606 for Betts. Not really a whole lot going on that offense so far. But Andy Pages, RBI single in the 4th inning. It gives them a 1-0 lead. Max Muncy, he's one of the good hitters for the he's one of 2 hitters in this lineup for the Dodgers with over 1,000 OPS. He has his first homer of the year. Teoscar Hernandez singles in the 8th inning, gives them a 3-0 lead. Andy Pages, 4-0 lead. And then Brian Rocchio, an RBI single in the top of the 9th, but ends up not being enough. Dominant pitching from the Dodgers. Ohtani, 6 shutout, and then Vesia, a shutout inning. Dreyer, a shutout inning. Edwin Diaz gives up a run, but ultimately means nothing because he came in a 4-0 game. So ends up being a 4-1 Dodgers win in this one. But that is all of the games that happened on March 31st. I'll remind everybody, we are 5 to 6 games into the season. Please don't overreact. Some teams are looking good. Some teams are looking bad. Some players are off to slow starts. We're 5 to 6 games into the season. We play 162. If you're overreacting now, yikes. But that's going to do it for this video. And we will see you guys tomorrow with what happened on April Fool's in the MLB. Good luck, guys.